Hello and one and all guys, and welcome back to another video, another movie review, and guys, I am doing my first Disney Plus movie review, and that is, hold on a minute, Artemis Fowl. Anyway, this is the new film on Disney Plus. It is directed by Kenneth Branagh, Northern Irish actor, surprisingly, who has directed Thor, which I consider to be an underrated MCU movie. Also directed the remake of Cinderella, and this movie stars Colin Farrell and Judi Dench. And this movie has been delayed a couple of times. It was going to originally come out last year, but then had some problems, and then it was going to come out this year, but it's also delayed due to this pandemic, and now it's on Disney Plus. Yeah. Okay, this movie you can look at. Its cinematography, its colors you can look at. The costumes are cool. One character that I thought wasn't all bad was the butler character. He was okay, but other than that, this movie is really bad. It's a piece of shit, and I really could not get through the story. This is based on the books, which I've not read, by the way. I'm not a book reader personally, but yes, what I could not get behind in this movie was the story. I just cannot get through it. Most of the characters in the movie are terrible. The acting is terrible. Judi Dench, you're better than this. You played M in James Bond, for God's sake. And I heard you're in other good things as well. So what happened here? Colin Farrell, as I hear, is a pretty good actor in here. And in general. But in this movie, just was not very good in this movie. Then you also had the dwarf character, who I believe Josh Gade played. I'm not too sure, but I think so. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the dwarf character, the characters I did not really like at all. And this just felt like a childish version of Men in Black, and I would rather watch Men in Black International all over again. And I wasn't a fan of that movie either. I mean, children might have fun with this movie, but I just don't see any enjoyment because I cannot get behind the story. There are some stupid scenes in the movie. Thankfully, I did not pay anything for the movie. Thankfully, I did not have to go to the cinema to see this. Thankfully, I had to stay at home and see this movie. But it was still a waste of time to watching this an hour and a half film. And yeah, what else can I say? The dialogue, as I said with the acting, is very bad. The dialogue is horrendous. It is so bad. I just cannot get behind it at all. And my God, the story. I cannot get behind the story at all. I cannot understand the story whatsoever. I didn't find the story very compelling. I just cannot get behind the story. It's not very good. It is very bad story. It's one of the worst I've seen in a film in a while. There's just no story here, for what I've seen anyway. This film is just very pathetic. It's pretty laughable at elements. I mean, if any of you guys enjoy this movie, please explain why, because I would love to hear explanations. I mean, there could be some enjoyment for fans of the books, but I just don't see why, to be honest with you. So overall, guys, Artemis Fowl is probably the worst film I've seen this year at the moment. This film, the story I cannot get behind. The characters were terrible. Cannot get behind the characters at all. There are some stupid scenes. It's laughable. And yes, it was just, I just cannot get behind the movie at all. The dwarf character, the other characters in the movie are just awful, and Judi Dench is so much better than this, really. And this is by Northern Ireland Screen, which gave us Game of Thrones. And by the way, I've seen the first full 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and I love the show. And I cannot wait to watch the rest of the show. Jeez, man, this is a movie you should avoid, unless if you're going to do a worst of the year list, or if you're just wanting to still do your own film critic job and just watch this movie and tell people to avoid it, then watch it, I guess. Or if you're a fan of the Artemis Fowl books, then give this a watch. So yeah, and despite the cinematography looking pretty good, this movie I cannot stand it at all. It's easily the worst film I've seen this year, and on my letter grade scale, I'm going to give this movie a D-. Don't waste your time with this one. And there you go, guys. That was my review on Artemis Fowl. So comment down below, let me know what your thoughts on this movie were. Let me know below, and comment down below, let me know, have you ever read the books? Did you grow up with them? Ever read them? If I haven't personally, but if you have, let me know below in the comments what I've just asked, and let's have a great discussion. And guys, this is probably going to be the last movie review for a while. I don't know what's going to be happening yet because of quarantine, but I'm going to do my best, find something to do during this pandemic, and yeah. So guys, comment, like, subscribe, share this video, notify the bell before you leave. All my social media links will be in the description below. I have now a Facebook page. You can go onto that. So all the social media links are in the description below. And as always, guys, until my next video, I shall see you guys then, and peace.